Hello again, everybody. Thank you for joining me on the Sobriety, which is the Sobriety Diary. I just chose a unique blend of those two words into one for Sobriety. And I'll be trying to chronicle some of the feelings and thoughts that I go through that formulate based upon maybe where I am, what I'm doing, and who I'm with, or if it's even alone time throughout a day. And my recordings right now tend to be in the evenings. A lot of my thoughts occur early in the morning, as fresh as the day, as fresh as the thoughts and the process. It's when I spend a lot of time thinking about sobriety. I hope anything that is said or shared or done here can help somebody. At the end, I will inform you of my email address. I would prefer some feedback, um, anything that's said, how it makes you feel, if there's agreement or disagreement. So I'm speaking to you, and I ask that you come back and speak to me on anything that you're hearing or feeling also. So, my name is Mike, and I'm a grateful recovering alcoholic. I just surpassed a year. Um, I think I just want to chronicle some of my daily thought processes into what is just simply like diary form, and sobriety came to mind. So I hope you enjoy it. Now, today, I'm going to draw upon some sports commentary, whereas one commentator was speaking about a current NFL player who's having issues with a team that he's been playing for and the city that he's been playing, and he's not comfortable. He hasn't been putting up results, and there's a breakup. There's been a breakup, and the quarterback needs to go and find a new city and a new team. That relationship ended, and I started thinking about breaking up with the addiction, where that relationship has to end. Something new has to happen. If you got to go somewhere else, then you go somewhere else. You sign a deal, you make agreements with new people, um, and you give it your best shot in a new area. And I believe that there's some sobriety tones in what I heard on the radio. And then I'll get into them a little bit more. I am going to try to call up that actual audio that I heard this morning. I have it queued up. Let's see how it works. Experiencing it, I would say this: um, move on, but never, ever, ever forget how you feel. Right? Like you gotta be accountable for the things that your hand was a part of during your time in Cleveland. You've got to learn from what you did well. You've got to learn from what you didn't do well, and you've got to take ownership of that. And okay, so that means the man who has suffered a breakup, yeah, the team let him go. The team decided that he wasn't their man anymore, their quarterback. So they've said, look, you're not working for us and you will not be employed by us. You're no longer any good here. And for that man, he's being advised to think back during his days, think back of the things that went wrong, think back at the things that were correct, that went right, um, and make those adjustments so that you can walk forward, move forward, play forward in the NFL. Um, I believe he's being told not to dwell on the negatives, focus on the positives. And that's a lot of advice that we hear in some of our groups, a lot of support that we get from AA or readings or pastors. Um, it's always don't dwell in the muck in the past, move forward, learn from the past, but don't have it resurface either. So, in a way, I think conflicting messages, but you really have to pick it apart. There's also a phrase, break off that rear view mirror, Um, don't keep looking in the rear view mirror because all you're going to see is the past. You're going to see what's behind you. Focus through the front window and you've got your path ahead of you and travel that. So this quarterback was being advised to do that, but that there are lessons from what he suffered from in his 4 years that he played with one team. And I think I cut it just a little short, but let's play a little bit more.
You've got to learn from what you didn't do well, and you've got to take ownership of that. And you've got to learn what you did right, learn what you did wrong. But Baker's got to understand that the NFL is about to make coach.
Well, that's it. You got to be able to determine what you've done right and what you've done wrong. And you got to take those corrective measures. And again, a lot of it is support. Check in with some meetings, get a sponsor, talk to pastors, join a church, um, change your friends, add new friends. All of that is possible. And, there's learning experiences from like the dreaded days and the misery. There really is. Yesterday, I talked about the overwhelming feelings of being defeated and spending so much time feeling like, there's no way out of this. There's no win here. And sound advice from a former quarterback to a current quarterback is, yeah, you've got a future. You just make some adjustments. You change. I know simply uh, for us that are in addiction is you have to stop being addicted, but that's not easy. We all know that's not easy. And even if you're not a user or an addict, if you're a loved one and you know somebody, that's a really tough habit to break. So I remember that drawing on some AA, and a reference from AA would be that we do not regret the past, nor we wish to shut the door on it. That's simply saying that, yeah, you have to draw on your experiences and you got to be able to learn and learn. You have to develop skills to make something that wasn't right, right. And I also mentioned recently that we got to stop losing and we have to focus on gaining. And with some scriptures, there's some Philippians, scripture in Philippians, there's Romans 12:2. And I'm queued up there also. Romans 12:2. Do not conform to be like the people of this world, but be changed by a new way of thinking. And that quarterback will be in a new city with a new team, a new teammates. And he's going to have a new play system. He's going to have new coaching. He needs to be ready for that. And like us, addicts, we need to be ready for what the next day brings, which is positivity. We've left the negative. We've left the losses. We're moving to the positive, and we're in the gaining area. We've got some momentum. So no matter where you are, no matter who you are, this has just simply been the Sobriety, which is a sobriety diary. And that's some of the thoughts I had throughout the day. To contact me, you can use thesobriety@gmail.com. And I'm not hitting any of the other social media forums yet. I will accept any and all messages. And I am trying to do this on a daily basis. I believe that's kind of what a diary is. It's journaling your thoughts. And so continue to join me. I thank you for joining me. And we'll see you again. Good Friday tomorrow. God bless you all.